each one of us, at least you should have a phone from this business. You should have a plot of land from this business. You should have a car from this business. You should have, that's why we are calling it the year of tangible results. So make sure that you don't do what? You don't miss in this year of 2026. It is the year of tangible results. And how can we be able to achieve those tangible results? Is for us to be able to master recruiting in network marketing. So recruiting is getting someone join, getting someone pay the money and become a member. That is what recruiting means. Then if you introduce that member to our training system, you are like the way I said, let us remind our downlines, let us see. So as you do that, that is, you are sponsoring them now. You are making a commitment for them to understand how the business works. So because we already have the training system, now our focus should be on the recruiting, getting people join. Then after they have joined, we introduce them to our training system. The mindset of a great MLM recruiter. 90% of recruiting is having the right mindset. The right mindset is for you to say it is possible. Like the way we are saying, 2026 is the year of tangible results. Do you believe that it is possible? Or you are simply writing it, you don't feel it? I want you to believe it. Like the way I believe that if I die, I'm going to heaven. I've never been in heaven. I've not met anyone who has been in heaven, but I have an imagination of how the heaven is. So even you need to have that belief. You have to have an imagination of what happens if you recruited 100 people, if you recruited 200 people. So again, the great recruiters think differently than most of the members, most of the other representatives. Great recruiters, 100%, they believe in their company. Do you believe in Africa Freedom Mentors? Do you believe in Alliance in Motion Global? Do you believe in empowered consumerism? They believe in the products. So do you believe in our products? Because if you don't believe in our products, it means you will not use them. And I want to assure you that on the market up to now, our products are the best. I've seen people who have left our company, they go to other companies, but you are going to find them still, they're using our products. Other companies, they have tried to duplicate our products like coffee, but still our coffee is the best coffee ever. They believe in the industry. Do you believe in network marketing as an industry? I've always shared you the statistics to say, among the industries that pay back to people a lot of money, network marketing pays a lot of money. More importantly, they believe in themselves. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to know, those of you who believe in the Bible, that I alone, I know the plans I have for you. The plans to prosper you, not to fail you. You cannot come here to fail. And again, also, those of you who read the Bible, there is where the Bible says, I knew you before you were born. So God knew that you are going to be part of this business. Because the moment you don't make that, if you don't identify yourself like that, you'll be doing this business, but you are not sure whether you are supposed to be part of this business. So this morning, I want to affirm to you that if you have not yet realized you are supposed to be part of this, you might be having other things that you are doing, but let me tell you, you are supposed to be part of this. If you meet challenges, those are part of tests. because for you to, to get a testimony, you need to have tests. For you to have a breakthrough, you'll have some breakdowns. But if it is a breakthrough, I'm telling you, you'll not even, you'll mock God. You'll step on everyone. In fact, you'll forget, you'll think that, you think that it is because of you, just as those of you have been following a few people who, were massively successful, and, they mocked God. Some of you have heard of Titanic, that the people who built that big boat, and that boat very many years ago. I'm sure some of you have watched the movies or you've heard that story. They were going to launch that story, rather that they were going to launch that boat or that ship. They were the richest people there. And, the people who had built it, they said, even God cannot sink it. And let me tell you, millions of people, died on that boat. I think 1 or 2 people are the ones who survived, from that boat or that ship. So what I'm trying to say is that, when it is a breakthrough, breakthrough, you can even forget that God exists. So sometimes you need to be at a level, you need to go through things that make you recognize that you are not, it is not only you. You have God besides you who is helping you to go the next step. But the bottom line is, believe in yourself. Just know you are meant for success. You are not meant for failure. You are meant to be part of us. If you are part of us, if you are part of this business, and as you are sharing, people are mocking you, those are the tests, that you are supposed to go through. I've seen him. I was inspired as we crossed the year. There is a pastor here in Uganda, and for many years I've been seeing, his followers. We've had issues here and there, but I was inspired. The gentleman, as we crossed the year, maybe he's the one who had the biggest gathering in the country. I haven't seen others, but this gentleman might have reached maybe crossed 1 million people were attending. Do you know a place where 1 million people are? I will get the numbers, but what I know is that it is maybe between 500,000, like 500,000 people onwards. But people were very, 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 very many. So now someone, the voice told me to say, much as there are many people, these are people that are mocked, because for them, they go on the street, they go in taxis, in minibuses. That's how they preach their word. And they make follow-ups. So I'm like, all these numbers cannot be fooled. 1 million people, 500,000, people have traveled from different countries, So I'm like, let me follow what they are. What? Let me listen, since I have some time. So what I'm trying to say is that you might be mocked. Those people are mocked. Those people, I remember there is a time when the former Miss Uganda was on the street. She was attending to that church. She was on the street preaching, and it was all over social media. It was all over newspapers. But they kept doing it, and I've told you the result. So people who don't know what you are doing, who don't understand what you are doing, definitely they will mock you. But I want you to believe in yourself. Above everything, believe in God. Great recruiters are not desperate. So don't be desperate. Being desperate, when you are desperate, you can even reduce the price When you are desperate, you are going to use. I want you to have posture. Let me give you the posture from the side of the men. For the men, they can agree with me to say, if you are making an advance to a lady, that lady, if she's so resistant, you'll keep you'll keep pursuing that lady. But if that's why you see the ladies as, I don't know whether that's how you are taught, but if you approach a lady today and she gives in today, you in fact, you now step aside. You're saying, hey, so this one whom I've talked to today, she has given in today. It means that's how she has been doing. So you see, the ladies, you were taught to have posture. Even when you say yes, you don't say yes. Like, you don't say yes easily. And that is posture. That means you are not desperate. Because the moment you see that you show that you are desperate, the man will abuse you. So that is, don't be desperate even as you are doing this business. I was using that as an example so that we understand deeper. So have confidence, have posture. Just to know you have $1 million business opportunity. Don't beg anyone to come and attend the meeting. Don't beg anyone to join. Just share with them the information, present to them, give them your testimonies, and ask them, do you have any questions? If they say no, if you address their questions, because now why I want you to be asking them like that, because previously I've been telling you not to ask them like, do you have questions? Because I now I want you to be attending the quicker starter guide, because in that quicker starter guide we are addressing all the questions, so there will be no question that you can fail to handle. So even those of you not take the quicker starter guide serious, then you're going to learn at the job. When they ask you the question, you start sweating. But after the presentation, with your posture, ask them, is there anything that you want to understand from the presentation? Is there anything that is not clear? You can ask like that. Or is there any question you have for me? If they say no, then it is your time now to ask them, did the presentation make sense? Ask them, but don't be desperate. Don't, because the moment you are desperate, the moment you are begging them to join, you are going to beg them also to attend the training. You are going to beg them to come to the office. Everything will be begging. So let us have posture. How can you have posture? Number one is to believe in God, to know that you are here not to fail, you are here and you are here to succeed. Secondly, is to have a very big name list, to have a lot of people to talk to. Why we are desperate is that on our list we have 5 people, we are lucky 2 people have come, and we are desperate. We know that if these 2 people don't join, we will not join. But if you have many numbers, one person says they are not interested, switch to the next. That person says they are not next, switch to the next. I'm telling you, out of 250, out of 500, out of 1,000 people, not everyone can say no. You'll get people who say, hey, Mr. Makwakwa, this is what I've been looking for all the years. I've retired, I've been looking for a viable business to invest in. If you are in, here is the money. So believe, rather, don't be desperate, have confidence, have posture, because they believe in what they are offering to people. We are offering, financial freedom. We are offering, better health. Those are the most important things that everyone is looking for. If you go in town, people are moving in different directions. Either, they're looking for money, or some of them are rushing to the hospitals. So if you are working, those are the 3 things. You are looking for money. You are looking for, in fact, you are like, if I fall sick, that's why some of you even are in the medical, you have medical insurance. Do you know why? You are preparing, and that medical insurance doesn't come, it is funded by money. So that is the reason why, if you are already here, just to know, most of many 99% of the people we talk to, they need money. If even those who are sick, they might say we need products, but at the end of the day, when you want to go to India, when you want to go to South Africa, that is money. You need money at the end of the day. So everyone needs money. So I want us to know, I want us to make sure we have confidence, we have posture. If you struggle with these 4 beliefs, focus on improving them. If you don't believe in the company, you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in the products, you don't believe in the industry, you don't believe in yourself, you are not sure whether you are in the right place, start today. 2026, it is a year of tangible results. Remember, we've already used one day. This is the second day. So if you want to be recognized in December, in October, the massive work starts today. It will be boring. Driving to the office, you invite some people, sometimes they will not show up. The process will be boring. But let me tell you, at the end of the day, it will be the most exciting journey. It will be the sweetest part during the recognition, during the time when you have millions on your account. Great recruiters are not great talkers. Instead, they are good at asking questions, listening, and solving problems. They serve others. So as you've seen, you don't need to talk a lot with your prospect. Ask them questions. That's why I've said, and now that I'm confident that you can address any question, so you ask, do you have any question for me? In fact, don't say, do you have questions? Just say, do you have any questions for me? It means the questions are a bit specific. They can ask you, how much have you made? What? Or that we will have answers, or we already have answers to those questions in case they come up. Then after they have asked their questions, ask them, take them through the closing process. They find out their prospects' problems, what their prospects' problem is, and they offer the viable solution. What solution are we giving? We are giving a solution to health challenges. We are giving a solution to financial crisis. So that is what the solution that we have. And the great recruiters offer value to their prospect. They know that they join people, not companies. I've seen people complain, people are not joining me. We are the problems. So if people are not joining you, the presentation, it's not a problem. The other day, I remember there is a gentleman who came. He was invited by Madame Tiwoni. So when the gentleman reached at the office, I was also there. Dixon did for them a presentation. So the gentleman said, Madame Tiwoni, if you are in, I don't need to understand. Like, he didn't understand. But because Tiwoni was in, that gentleman, I remember, he paid the money. So that's what I'm saying, that people join people. People don't join. The facts that we give, the information we give, it is just a supplement. So you need to treat people in a human way. Don't look at them as transaction. In fact, I saw even Eric Ore posted. So just don't look at people as just for them to pay and become member. No. Just to go to, like the way we are always reminded by Eric Ore that all business is conversation. Go and start chatting with people naturally. Start with people naturally, with not the mindset of introducing the business. Just get to know them, get to know where they stay, get to know their dreams, get to know their hobbies, get to know, what do they like in sports. Just get to know them like that. Finally, they will ask you, by the way, what are you doing for a living? Or you can also ask them. If you ask them, they will ask you likewise. They'll say, I do this. How about you? Then you start from there. Then you pivot, you introduce the business to them. So great recruiters are emotionally detached from what their prospects say and do. What their prospects say and do. You see, great recruiters are emotionally detached. So sometimes the prospects, they say some things and they worry us. Sometimes the prospects misunderstand our opportunity, and now that worries us. Even our downlines, they misunderstand the opportunity, and that worries us. See, they are saying great recruiters are emotionally detached from what their prospects say and do. The prospects can say a lot of things. They can say, you see, you know, for you, you don't know. For you, you are just young in this game. I joined such a business in 2018. I never benefited anything. Detach yourself from what they say, because you are not them. Just because they failed, it doesn't mean that you are also going to fail. They know it's a numbers game. I want to say this morning that our business is a numbers game. I want to encourage all of us not to settle for 5 guests, not to settle for 10 guests. 2026 is the year of tangible results. And the challenge we have been having is the quantity problem. It's not a quality problem. Each one of us go to the chat section and type quantity, quantity, quantity. Go to the chat section and type the word quantity. If you've not been recruiting, the problem is quantity. The problem is quantity. This is my analysis from 2025 and maybe 2024. Now, that time, we had that system of bring the list, I invite for you. So someone will bring the list and I invite for the downline. The prospects would show up. But now, even the downline, the downline have assisted, you find on that day, they are not there. So how would their prospects, yes, we would pull the numbers that time. So, but those numbers would be from the what? From a new prospect, a new downline who has joined. Because we have 2 downlines, for example, that brought a list of 250, that is 500, and would invite through that. We go to Golden Peacock, it is full to capacity. But how about you as an individual? Whenever there is a presentation, whether it is on Zoom, don't come. We don't want your presence. Sometimes, let me say like that. So we need your presence, but at the same time, we don't need your presence without guests. You get the point. But also, we need your presence. So it is a necessary evil, if I can just paraphrase it like that. We need you, but again, we don't need you. When we have said we are going to crossroads, don't come to give a testimony. When an event, a presentation is announced, be angry, be hungry and angry, make sure that you work to have the numbers there. So because our challenge is nothing else than quantity. Because I've told you, we've been going to those hotels, you find those hotels are full, but those numbers would be from 2, 3, 4 individuals. So the rest of us would be just there. You have 2 guests, you have 3 guests. So you find in the whole month you've talked to, like, because we used to have like 2 big events every month. So you find maybe in the whole month you had like 10 guests. And again, you don't even follow up. So the recruiters, they know that this business is a numbers game. This business, it responds to quantity. I was reading a book and they were saying that what you lack in skills, You can make it in hard work. You can make it, in numbers. Even if you don't know how to close, you don't know how to present, if there is an opportunity for you, have the numbers. So 2026, we can't have tangible results without numbers. Those numbers, I don't want them to be generic. I want them to be real numbers from each one of us. We have an event on Sunday. We'll be getting the details from Dixon. So if that event is at office, then don't make sure you from church. If it is on Sunday, get 3, 4, 5 people, come with them by force. But by all means, make sure that every event, every presentation, you have people there. And then as we focus on the numbers, do your part, leave the rest to God. Cross the people, follow them up, leave the rest to God. People will sing out people who will come and who will be calling you. By the way, Muzora, by the way, James, by the way, John, I want to join that business. How far with the, like there is a prospect, I think we've been in touch since 2018. So he was like, Muzora, when are you coming to Malawi? When are you in Malawi? I want to see you. So because from 2018, he has got a chance to try very, very many things. And now he's like, I want to understand well that business that you are doing. Great recruiters, they talk with lots of people, constantly refine their skills and strategy. So they refine their skills and strategy. Great recruiters seek knowledge. Every morning we are here, we are seeking knowledge. Don't take our trainings casual. Every training, it has a great impact if you attend it with an intention. So when you are attending the training, attend it with an intention. The intention is learning, is understanding what we are doing. Okay, I see time is, we've already used our time. So let me summarize in the next 3 minutes, then we call it a day. They study the recruiting and sales. They learn everything they can about it. They know that even one small lesson can dramatically improve their results. You see why every morning we are doing a training? Because just one thing that you can get in, just one sentence, it can be said or you can read it anywhere, and that can change your business. That can change your game. This is the mindset of great Mlm recruiter. So I want us to work on our mindset. Eric Worre calls the mindset. He breaks it down and he calls it the limiting beliefs. So we limit ourselves. We start saying, you see, our economy. You see, in this market, only young people join, old people don't join. Or otherwise, say, only old people join, young people don't join. All those are limiting beliefs. People in this region, they embrace business. These people are serious. These people are not serious. Or these people are lazy. Or these people are hardworking. I want you to be positive. I want you to admit there is no limiting. Make sure you have unlimited beliefs. You should have the impossible dreams. Say, I want to go to the moon. And let me tell you, you'll go there if you work very hard towards that. So eliminate all the limiting beliefs. You see, there are people who destroy the market. I'm telling you, it has happened in almost all the markets that have been opened. And let me tell you, there is, in all those markets, when I see there is massive action and a lot of people are joining. Just because you get a miscarriage, you cannot refused to conceive again just because they were a group that mishandled maybe the teams, the people on ground. For you now, come and do the different thing. Come, don't mishandle people. Do the right thing. People will trust you. So in other words, there should be nothing that should stop us from making a lot of money in 2026. So we've come to the end of our training, and today being a Friday, this evening, definitely we are going to be having a product training. So invite all your friends who want to learn more about the products, about the prevention, about those who already have health challenges. Again, let us be there this evening. So let me welcome leader Daniel to give us a closing prayer, and then we shall call it a day. Mr. Daniel, yes, give us a closing prayer.
Thank you. Good morning, and thank you so much for the training.